What is up, you guys? Astrid here. So I am going to go ahead and do a reading today on what you need to know as far as your journey goes. And I know that I've been doing a lot of MIA. I've just been catching up. A lot has happened, and as much as I want to just like get on with my life, I always have to come back to you. It's weird, I don't know, like as in like our little family. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and start these piles. So the first pile is a green bow. So this is for pile number 1. For pile number 2 is a red bow, which is super cute. And then for pile number 3, of course, we have this, I don't know, this like gold copper light bow, which is really cute. So when you're ready, you can go ahead and get started. The timestamps are down below, and then we can go ahead and start our reading. I know, my hair girl, like what is going on here? For pile number 1, if you chose this pile, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this bow here. I'm gonna try to see, okay. So pile number 1, that is so cute. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with your astrological dice and see what we're getting. I'm feeling very festive, so excuse me if you don't celebrate Christmas. I apologize for that, but I do, and I'm very festive. I even have like my whole nativity. Well, anyway, all right, so for your planet, you actually got the planet, what is this? Oh, so you got Neptune, right? So Neptune, oh my goodness. All right, it's pretty complicated, right? It's like it consists of dreams and of course like illusions. So what we're finding out today is pretty much what you've been dreaming about, right? And what's been leading up to what's going on. Maybe you've been getting like some signs or whatever it may be, pile number 1. So we'll get into that more. And then of course, number 10 is your powerhouse. So with that, this is your career, your ambitions, and of course, it's going to be your status. So anything that provides that type of like wealth, right? So Neptune dreams, maybe you've been getting dreams about your like career, what to do next. Or what to invest in, and what to do with like your investments already, right? If you haven't done so. And then of course we have here Scorpio. So your zodiac sign, this glyph is so cute. I don't understand why, but I like Scorpio glyph a lot. With that, so Scorpio of course represents pretty much the penetration of your transformation. It's the transformation, it's the pretty much just the concentration that you have on any set intention and how you're setting your intentions. Let me start moving these. So it also has the tendency of being under your sexual preference as well. As far as that goes, it's like, what do you like? As far as your innuendo is what I'm getting. I want to say that, but I am also getting where you have the tendency of putting your emotions there. So it could have something to do with those 3, okay? Those 3 components. I'm gonna go ahead and take out your tarot. We're gonna take out 1 card for each dice, right? So clarify Neptune, please. For pile number 1, let's clarify Neptune. Clarify Neptune for me. All right, so we have the Lovers. The Lovers came out for you, pile number 1. That is interesting. This is for actually Neptune. And of course, it's complicated in dreams, right? Maybe you're trying to invest something with somebody, maybe a loved one, maybe a partner, or, you know, some type of like relationship therapy even, you know, something along the lines of that is what I'm getting. And you've been really dreaming about that, or you've been daydreaming. Okay, let's get your powerhouse. this popped out. So the artist came out. Okay, so what this is representing to me is how you are envisioning, you are embodying what you would like your intention to be. Okay, so it could be like where you're getting ideas that are coming about, and then, you know, the next day you're like, man, I should have written that down. Spirit wants you to actually write everything down, even though if it doesn't make sense at the time being, you still want to keep that intention true. Yeah, you want to put your emotions into it, and you want to be strong about it, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be like any like therapy thing, but it's like a type of investment that's going to help you in the long run. And whether it's like an investment, self-investment, or whatever it may be, Spirit wants you to do that because you are pretty much focusing. Maybe you have done past investments and you are lacking on that focus. So instead, you want to focus on what remains, right? You know, at least you have this, at least you have that, at least this didn't happen. You know, try to be positive. And then, of course, we're clarifying, Scorpio, your glyph with the star. So it's nurturing, right? You are, in the sense, you're nurturing your creativity, your creative aspect. You're nurturing the embodiment that you have. So it's, you want to stay active on that, or you can stay passive on it. But as long as you set those positive intentions, Spirit says that you will face the right track. So again, it doesn't really have to be like how, this is just what I was picking up as far as like a career goes, or like an entrepreneurship status goes. So that's what I'm picking up for you, pile number one. That is for your tarot cards. Now let's see what the Moonology has to say to you. Oh yeah, and at the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Cups. That's how I was telling you, just to like put your effort into it, you know, put your heart into it. Don't just be logical about it, you know. And I can't pick up this card. Okay, so let's see. Let's get one card out here for you. What does my pile number one need to know? All right. Okay, so the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Scorpio. So this is what I'm getting for you. Pile number one is like I said, maybe past investments weren't the greatest, but you know what? Lesson learned, right? At least it could have gotten worse, but it wasn't, okay? So it's like focus on what remains rather than, you know, what was lost. And that's good. And you're keeping that positivity going, okay? So yeah. And then, of course, let's see what the Witch's Oracle has to say. I really want to give this to you. Actually, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So that came out. That came out like a strong, basically. Let's see. So you have incubation, right? Ostara. And basically this is actually telling me where you are, in a sense, just going with the flow rather than trying to create that type of resistance for yourself, which I love for you, by the way. And then of course here you have cycles, right? So either you're working with moon cycles already, you've gotten that dream, or you've picked up on that, whatever Spirit is downloading or whatever you are, you know, downloading into you or you're accepting. It's pretty much within the cycles, right? Either it's like heightened, it's at a peak, or whatever it may be. So you want to keep that in mind as well. And then prosperity, dude, prosperity is coming to you, honey. Like you're going to prosper in whatever this intention is. Even though it doesn't make sense, write anything down. Just like write everything down that comes up into mind, because those ideas could make sense like further down the line, you know, or anything that populates like that. And of course, balance, okay? So this is giving me a work-life balance, right? Your whole life purpose could be to contribute to your actual like investment, right? For entrepreneurship. So you want to keep that in mind. And then of course you have Pentacles, respect. So I feel like it's just like respect yourself, but also respect your future, and respect like others. Like if they're telling you, if they're giving you some type of like insight, and of course it's like, no, it's like, no, you know, I'm pile number one and I know what's best for me. You know, maybe those insights could like give you that like little light bulb inspiration, right? So you never know. You never know. Let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and get your energy for like your overall reading before we just like close it out with some angel answers, okay? I really like this for you, pile number one. It's investments, right? It's like what you need to know right now is like your investments are like the greatest for you. And so, yeah. What's the overall energy for my pile number one, please? What do I have to focus on? What is best for them right now? What is the overall focus? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. That was a bunch. That was a bunch. So we got 2 out here. So we have 31 and 8, which could mean of great significance for you as far as like numerical, what is that called? What is that called? What is that called? I like these bells. Numerical like signs, right? All right, so trust. The first one, I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. That, see, trust in the unknown is basically what I'm like trying to tell you, or basically what Spirit's trying to tell you, okay? And then of course, destiny, which is number 8. So it's that like forever symbol, right? And then the infinity symbol, forever symbol, oh my gosh. Okay, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Okay, so basically what you're getting is that it's just like, you know what? You know all that you need to know. Like you will know all that you will know. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's not making sense right now, but like further down the line, like I said, maybe write that down or whatever. And then you shall be good. Like, you should be Gucci, like you should be solid. All right, so go ahead, pile number one. Let's get some angel answers out here for you. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is another like clarifier. When I picked up like my deck right now, this was what was left behind, prosperity. And remember we talked about prosperity before? This is a confirmation. You will prosper, like for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, no BS, and take it how you want to resonate with it. Okay, pile number one, whatever your investment is, you will prosper in it. Okay, this is good. I like this for you. Okay, let's get some answers out here for you. Go ahead and ask your questions. Pile number one. Okay. So the first one that came out is no. That's a straight up no, okay? And then of course we have success. Let me see. These are all like so backwards. These are all, oh, see, no, we can't do that, honey. Like, okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have, I have like glitter in my eye. This is what I get for being like such a lover of glitter, a fan of glitter. So it's up to you, of course. And then compromise, ask for help from others. Remember I told you it's like you might take an insight from somebody, but you're like, no, this is like my investment. Why are you telling me this stuff? Take it, write it down, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to implement everything that they're telling you. It could help you somewhere down the line. So pile number one, this has been your reading for what do you need to know right now in your situation, whatever you're in. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you soon. Bye. Okay. Oh. All right, pile number two, if you have chosen this red bow, this reading is for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. And we're going to go ahead and get started on your astrological dice and then go from there. So we are going to go ahead and pretty much see what the situation is about and then what the feeling is, what the feels are, basically, okay? So for your first dice, this is pretty much your planet, right? This is the main character of your situation. So this is Pluto. This is basically telling us like about power, about endings, beginnings, and also it's about inner strength, right? So this is actually a representation of a conflict, of about, you know, give and take. You know, it's an inner battle that we all have on a daily basis. You know, some of us might not want to believe it, but it does happen. Okay, and then you have your powerhouse. Powerhouse is 1. So here, this is like your personality and identity. So it could be something like that's happening within self, right? It could be a conflict. It could be something that you've been battling for a while, right? Maybe you want to take a big step in your life. Maybe you want to make like a big decision, whatever it may be. Okay. And then of course we have Aquarius. So Aquarius here for your planet, your zodiac sign. Aquarius here is telling us where there's like consciousness, right? There's humanitarian. It's pretty much like it's air. It's pretty much like your thoughts. So that is what's going on. That's interesting. Let's get your tarot out here. We're gonna get 1 card for each dice. So you're gonna get 3 tarot cards. If we need clarifiers, we'll go ahead and grab those too. So let's see. Clarify Pluto, please. Okay, we have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant here represents pretty much the end all be all of like tradition, of legacy, right? Religion, whatever it may be. So it's something to follow, and it's pretty much like what you have been following, or if you want to go a different way on a set like following. Okay, it could be religion, it could be a type of tradition, whatever it may be, but you have that on your mind. That's the situation. And then of course with the Powerhouse, it's thoughts. So this is Queen of Horses, Queen of basically this is a Queen of Swords. So this is thought. It's a passive idea that you're taking on. So this is like the mind, right? And with that being said, it's actually a little bit complicated to the point where you're just having thoughts, but you're starting to realize like, hey, like I shouldn't be in this like mindset, right? I shouldn't have this thought process about like my situation. I should just like accept it, because like essentially subconsciously you have like, you know, set your intentions upon it, you know? And then of course we have Aquarius. Clarify Aquarius, please. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a very active and very, you know, it's active on an idea. So it's like pursuing an idea, basically. So at the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. So you're setting a higher standard for yourself. Basically, you're working on your money, or you're working on better investments for yourself. And it could be that's why it's like your traditions, you're not going to follow them anymore because you have outgrown them, essentially, right? I love this for you, pile number 2. Let's get some Moonology out here, see what they have to say, what the cosmos have to say, or it's just the moon, basically. Yeah, so let's see. What does my pile number 2 need to know about their situation right now? And it says nothing is yet set in stone. So mutable moon. So this is really cute. Like there's the waves. This also gives me the sense of like where you're actually going to be in that stage where you're like wishy-washy, right? But you know what, with your emotions, on your intentions, on your investments, on your perception, your perspective, whatever it's going to be, because I feel like this is a big step for you to take, whatever it may be. And Spirit wants you to know that whatever you're going through, it's like you're progressing through it. You're setting higher standards for yourself, right? Whatever it may be. It could be personal standards, right? But yeah, conclusions are within reach, basically. So it's all how you make of it. It's all what you make of it, essentially. Let's get some Witch's Oracle out here for you. Pile number 2. So you can get better clarification. So we got clearance, broomstick. Clear out any unwanted energy and make room for that new energy to come in, pile number 2. Maybe you have some old stuff that you want to go ahead and throw that away, right? You want to go ahead and possibly like donate it, you know, or, you know, set a better intention towards it, whatever it may be. Manifestations. Yeah. So manifestations also coming in, and of course staying grounded. So I did see Pentacles, that you're setting the higher standards. You're at an 8 right now. So basically is what I'm getting. Pile number 2 is like whatever you're starting to look at right now, a tradition or something that's traditional. It doesn't always have to be like family tradition. It's something that you had as a routine or whatever it may be. It's like you're starting to see like, this is not working out in my favor. So I'm going to go ahead and start planning another strategy for myself, right? Yep. Death. So yeah, let the old die so a new can begin. So get rid of what does not pretty much what does not help you in right now because you've outgrown it, to let the new in, basically. And then yeah, at the bottom of the deck is pretty much respect and security. This will give you some sense of grounding, right? So I want to know your overall energy for your reading or your situation. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, safe travels, whatever you're going to be. Maybe you're going to move. Maybe, you know, it was tradition for you to stay in your home, or like your whole family, your friends, whatever. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone, and I'm going to go ahead and just like challenge myself and see what my potential can or is, you know, what can be, you know. So you have two, actually. You have 25, which is good cheer. And then, of course, you have 12, which is success. So you have, with kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rules, so mote it be. So be lively, be okay with it. Like, you know, take everything with a grain of salt, like with a grain of sand or whatever it is. And so with that being said, it's kind of like, you know what, like life is too short to be so serious about it, right? There may be some naysayers in your life that, you know, don't really comply with what you're going to be doing or what you're going to be pursuing. But you know what, at the end of the day, you're living your life, you're not living their life. You know, it's kind of like when your parents tell you like, hey, I really like, you should do this, you should do that. Like, you'll take in their word for it, you know. Maybe in the long run it might help, but right now it's just like, it's your journey and your journey alone to make. You know, if you're like guided by somebody else's like guidance, how are you going to take on those burdens? And how better is that going to be for you because somebody else took on your burdens? Like, it's not that success when you're at the top of the mountain. Like, it's not going to be as plentiful if you were to go undergo everything on your own. Like, and you have nobody to take accountability for but yourself. Does that make sense? And then, of course, success. That's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. Yeah, so like, you won't lose anything. Like, you won't lose it. You'll, at most, you'll feel more proud of yourself for doing what you have to do, right? For doing it for you. Okay, so pile number 2, go ahead and ask your questions so we can get answers for you real quick. Let's see, let's get some answers from pile number 2. Yeah, take action and romance. So it could be something that you love, or it could be with somebody that you want to go with, right? Let's see, it's up to you. No is another answer. And of course, success. So I think I want to get like one more. I'm feeling, yeah, wait. So take action, but wait for some of you, okay? Whatever it may be. Whatever question you are asking on. Yeah, recovery, you know, invest in yourself. Yes, at the bottom of the deck, invest in yourself. It's safe for you to invest in yourself. All right, pile number 2. So this has been your reading. I hope this has resonated with you and helped you in any way, shape, or form. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I will see you soon. Bye. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, this cute little bow, this reading is for you on what you need to know, or like any insight about your current situation. Let me see. I have a feeling that this is not, there we go. Wait, you won't be able to see. Okay, so cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with your astrological dice, and then we'll go from there. So I hope everybody's doing great. As you can see, as you can hear probably in the background, I'm really festive today, okay? And yeah, so let's see. Actually, just like toss them down. Oh snap, that's probably why Spirit wanted me to just like gently toss them. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. Oh man, if you first that you don't succeed, try and try again is basically what I'm getting. Okay. All right, so for your yeah, I'm trying to remember what this is. So yeah, for your planet, basically you got Neptune. So this envisions pretty much like your intention, it's like an illusion, or pretty much like your dreams, and it could be complicated or whatever it may be. One of the other piles actually got that same dice for their planet, FYI. And then of course for your powerhouse you got 6. Okay, and then this is like pretty much work and service. So maybe you're going to invest in a type of service, or maybe you're going to invest in some type of like work that gives out a type of service, you know, whatever it may be. Okay, and then of course here what we have is Virgo, right? Virgo here tells us where there's so where it actually coincides with the ruling planet 6 as well, which is of course, you know, work and service. So Virgo actually has the intention of the keywords actually being where, let me see, I'm trying to like tap in. I'm trying to remember like what exactly it was. Like I'm still pretty new at the astrological dice, you guys, okay? So it's like analysis and being meticulous in a type of service, right? Virgos have the tendency of going inward a lot. So maybe you're doing some inner work, or maybe you're gonna be starting some type of like intention, right? Or some type of like in manifestation, or you're going through it right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get a card for each of your dice. So you're gonna get 3 tarot cards, right, in a sense. Let me see. I don't know how to shuffle. It's been like 2 years, literally, guys. And I still don't know how to shuffle, TBH. Yeah, I still don't know how to do that. So I'll get there. I haven't really even practiced TBH, only when I'm like shuffling for you guys. But okay, let's see. Clarify Neptune, please. Clarify Neptune here for pile number 3. Ooh, you actually got 2 cards. So it is the 8 of Cups and of course the 2 of Pentacles. So what that is representing here for Neptune is actually, you know, dreams and illusion. So it's actually you're leaving an emotional situation, but you'll come back to it. So you may be withdrawing from some sort of perspective. Okay, and then of course, sorry about the gardeners outside. So 2 of Pentacles, you're kind of like wishy-washy. Which way should I go? Like, what should I do, right? And then of course for the powerhouse, number 6, the Artist in reverse. So this has to do actually not setting the intentions, okay? Not that, like, it's that type of creativity. It's like not having it, essentially, right? And with that being said, it's kind of like, okay, well, what's going on, right? Like what can happen, or, you know, it's like, oh, I don't know, like if I do this, then like this will happen. It's pretty much like setting, you want to stay on that positive mindset. And I just like zoned out just because I was like seeing like somebody like sitting down and just like thinking like, oh my God, like what am I gonna do? Like literally, what am I gonna do, you know? And then of course for Virgo, let's get a clarification card for that. That slipped out. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Everything is gonna be okay, honey. Everything is going to be a-okay. Like any service that is going on, any intention, yeah, you have all the tools necessary. This is at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. You have all the tools necessary to the right, pretty much situation, right? You can create that path for yourself, and whatever you do, even though if it doesn't make sense right now, it's for you. Like, you know, whatever's meant to be like for you will always be there. Like you won't miss your opportunity. It won't be missed. Like, does that make sense? So yeah, let's get some Moonology out here for you, pile number 3. I love this so far for you. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so you actually got 2 cards, right? So it's a win-win outcome forecast, full moon in Libra. Yes, yes, obviously, I just told you, whatever is going to happen, like it's a win-win. Like you have that. It's just like maybe you're like an overthinker. I'm an overthinker. It's like when somebody tells me not to overthink, it's like telling me not to breathe, right? As a Libra, that's me. So then of course, what do you need to release? Wanting moon. So basically it's just like something that's holding you back, right? Maybe some previous like thoughts, or maybe some something that was not the greatest for you, the greatest pretty much like encounter or occurrence, and you're like, wait, no, I'm never going to do that, so that's never going to happen to me, and I won't let it. Well, okay, honey, so you're in the same situation now. You know, maybe it's like kind of like you're not being punished, you're being prepared in this sense. And that's actually one of the scriptures that I have on in my walk-in closet, and I look at that all the time, and it's actually true, you know what I mean? So it's, yep, set your intention. Here we go. We have the Witch's Oracle, okay? So, yeah. Banishment. It could have been where something happened to you, right? Like when, not too long ago, I feel like some of you when you're like a child. But yeah, that could have happened, and you like could have been like, wow, no, that's not going to happen to me. Like, that's not going to happen to me. It will never happen to me. Okay, so now it's coming back around, and it's kind of like, have you learned your lesson, right? You know the situation, but now it's like, yes, you can overcome the lesson. Yeah, initiation. It's kind of like you're being prepared. You're being strengthened, right? It's you're being prepared, not punished. And then you have healer, okay? Some of you could be healers, or you do need a healer, whatever it may be. So your situation pretty much entails where whatever your investment is, you're basically like, it's, you want to let go of that holding back at a mindset level, right? Because everything is going to be okay. And then of course, security. Right now, there's no security for you, and you don't feel safe, okay? There's a rebirth. So you want to like kind of recover sometime like during winter. And winter, I know for us out here in California, like we basically have winter up until like maybe like mid-February, I think. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, you need to start fixating your mindset elsewhere, right? Maybe focusing more on the positive. Yep, new beginnings. So we're going to go ahead and get your overall energy for the situation. Your cards are just popping out, by the way. So let's see. Your overall energy for the situation. Courage! 17 could mean of great significance for you, okay? By shining, oh my gosh, clarifier. When I sneeze, girl, boy, that's a clarifier for you, okay? So, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Now, back. You're getting everything that you felt that you lost back. Everything, 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 everything. And how are you doing that? By just saying it out into existence, putting it out into the world. Words do matter. Words matter. Just like, you know, how you're being cautious with other people about saying words, be cautious to yourself as well, because words do matter, you know? All right. The bottom of the deck, imagination. Take that imaginative mind of yours, because you are very creative, and I can really, really tell. And you just go ahead and do it. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get your answers. Pile number 3. I am so sorry. They're like right at my door. They're right at my door. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, Astrid, you picked the best time. You picked the best time to do readings for your friends and family. Okay, here we go. Let's get some answers out here. Take action. This is for another pile that like card just like flew out as well. So within the next few weeks, get more information and success. You want to do some research on whatever you're doing, okay? No need to worry. That's another clarifier. I think I want to get 2 more for you. Thank you. Spirit, unlikely, and forgiveness. So either forgive yourself, and also at the bottom of the deck, listen to your intuition. Okay, pile number 3. So you also want to take under consideration how you feed yourself, as in like the mentality that you give yourself, the knowledge. Knowledge is power. I don't know, I don't do this for all of the piles, but for you, pile number 3, I just want to let you know that knowledge is power, and whatever you feed yourself, that's how you're empowering yourself, okay? So I hope that helped. I hope you made it this far. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.